Hey guys, so we're going to do another reading. I've got one read that is actually uploading. We're going to do a couple. I'm going to do 2 reads tonight actually. I've got a little bit of energy. I've been feeling better. University of Idaho murders. I know we're focused on it. Very frustrating. I haven't been on for a little bit because I've been, in case you come into this one and not the other yet, I've been kind of recovering. I'm much better from the flu. I made it through the worst of it. I'm pretty good now. And I think I even got through that video without coughing once. I did pretty damn good. But I may sniffle a little bit here and there, though, guys. I will do my best not to. But anyway, so this is kind of where we're at. I know it looks like the Elantra that it was found all smashed up is not connected. Now, I kind of thought about that. I was like, okay, you know, because there could be something going on with that Elantra. If you watch my or if it's another white card, let's set aside. Maybe it's not an Elantra, but it looks like they're pretty focused. They're pretty sure it is. But let's just be open. White card, right? Some things we're coming up with the reading could be connected. Maybe evidence even in the car is what it looks like. We got that weird knife with the evidence tag from this deck right here that's sitting in front of me. That was pretty compelling stuff, okay? You know, and who knows? It could be borrowed from a friend. It could be stolen. There's so many, who knows, who, what, why, when. But it is, notice, no one's come forward with that car. Like, hey, it was me. I was just driving by, minding my own business. Nobody's come forward. Okay, so that's one thing right there. Nobody's come forward. And I know almost everybody and their mother is watching this case, has to be aware. Okay, whoever was driving has to be aware of what's going on. They can't not know what's going on. There's no way. I mean, you know, except unless they live under a rock, I don't know and stuff. Matter of fact, let me just pull real quick. I've got this nice Crow Oracle deck. It's been really good to me because it's Crow season. Yeah, I mean, somebody got out of town, right? Soar. Okay, that's the Crow deck. Okay, this is a good one, guys. Self-interest. Somebody's thinking of themselves, no doubt. Okay, you know, they're thinking of their own self-interest. Wrath. I'm telling you, somebody's wrath, anger, rage. I'm pretty sure that car is connected, okay, and stuff. I've also got the card memory, you know, which makes me feel, you know, they remember some things. And let's see what we got there. There's the battle card. I'm pretty damn sure, guys, whatever this white car is involved. Except now I've also got the card nature sitting there, which makes it feel it could be stuffed in a forest. It could be, you know, and see, that's why I was really having a problem with this Hyundai just sitting there smashed up, sitting on the side of the road. If it's got evidence in it, I would torch it. You know what I'm saying? And stuff, illusion, okay? I know a lot of people are falling into illusions, no doubt, and everything. We're doing our best. But teamwork, everybody's working together, especially the cops, to try to find this car, no doubt. Let's just pull 1-4. The Crow deck is pretty good. So let's just kind of let that go. Release card. That smash card car is not involved. And that's why it's sitting there just kind of way out there for the whole world to see. I just was like, I just can't see somebody doing that, leaving it there to be found. You know, yeah, I know it's banged up, you know, and it has no plates, but there would be some kind of evidence in there, right? Maybe some DNA or something. I just don't think I would leave it out in the open like that. I don't know. I you know, maybe put, you know, torch it, you know, throw it over a cliff. I don't know. That's just me. Okay, so what we're going to do in this read, I've got the Jack video uploading. I will get it up soon. We're going to focus now on an area I've yet to do. A couple things we're going to look at, and I also have to be careful putting them together because what if they're not relevant? One thing we want to focus on, and I have not touched on yet, because this is one of those reads that you got to go in shifts and angles. You can't. I do have a one whole read, but this is one you got to look at. Now, I do want to answer a question. I keep forgetting to answer it. I forgot to answer it in the Jack one. I don't believe this is a serial killer, and I'm going to show you why. Give me a moment. Actually, let me show it with the big one so you can see the detail better. I'm going to show you why. This is going to go back to read 1, ground zero. I like to call ground zero the very first read. And you never want to read the same question or it's going to be gibberish. That's why if you're going to do something like this, ask different questions, different angles, then tarot will answer to the best of its ability. And always, like I tell you guys, the layout is always correct. It's a matter of interpreting it. Tarot is not wrong, readers are. So I'm going to do my best to interpret to the best of my ability. You know, and it's not easy, but the cards are always right. You'll see that whenever this killer gets caught, somewhere, someday, some way. Okay, I'm hoping before the end of Christmas, like the one read I did, before I kind of took a break and healed to the best of my ability. There was a Santa Claus in there, so at least find the correct car, or maybe have some, you know, announcement of an arrest or something. Though I know an arrest, and we're taking a minute to get to this card, is not looking very good. But let's be hopeful. Let's set our intent, okay, to the best of ability here. I'm sure pulling up a lot of upside down cards here, or reverse, I should say. I don't like that word. I want to show you the very first card for those who may not know. There it is. This is the very, very first card I ever pulled, ground zero, the Fool. Now, I know it's like, how do you know with the Fool card that it can't be somebody that's done it before? At least to humans. The Fool card very often is new beginnings. Okay, that's one thing. Leaping, jumping into the abyss. First timer. Okay, now this Fool card, and he's not the most attractive. He doesn't look carefree like the Rider-Waite one, you know, which is, which can be really the wise man, you know, and all those glamorous things that tarot readers will talk about the Fool. But the Fool is always the person. You know, if you're reading tarot, you're the Fool. The journey is endless. That's really zero. Ground zero, right? That's what it's represented. Zero. Okay, it has no number. Really to represent even the infinite. But the Fool in Thoth is just a little bit different. He's also got a little bit of that green man kind of energy. He's got some little horns. He's not the most attractive when you look at the face. It's kind of creepy, right? Let me kind of show you there. He leaps with both feet, which is a little different. Let me show you. Yeah. I like to educate you guys. Some people, you guys say you appreciate that. That's great. Because it's good. The more knowledge you have, you'll understand what I'm saying. That's why I don't just give very vague, and I'm not an intuitive reader in a sense. Yes, I'm using intuition. What I mean by that is I'm a Capricorn, so structure and the meaning of the cards are important. I'm not one of those I read intuitively by pictures and all that. I do care about the foundation, okay? You got it. I personally like both. I know there are no rules in tarot. I am one of those who will say that. I do not like to put any kind of restrictions, but the foundation is important. That is what I'm going to say. Now look at this Fool card, much more attractive. Okay, notice he's got one up. He's on the edge. Okay, and you don't know, is he going to walk off the cliff? He also has a dog. Okay, he has a dog pretty much in most depictions. But the dog is always his common sense. He's like, what are you doing? What are you about? You're about to go off a cliff. I always say this. It's kind of his common sense. But he's just, he's trusting the spirit. He's just looking up. It doesn't matter. No matter what, live or die. The journey is endless. I'll come back again. But he's just, what are you doing? And everything. He's just basked in the sun. But we've also got the snow mountains back there too. We've got all the elements in here. But it's just got a little bag on him. Okay, but notice he hasn't walked off the cliff yet necessarily. Maybe he'll stop. You never know what he's going to do. It's crazy. Really, that's what, if I just want to go ahead and just give a moment here. When we sit here and we're in this world, facing the unknown is what we are doing. Do you know really what's going to happen tomorrow? You don't. You got some ideas. Maybe you're going to go into work. Maybe you're going to go work at the gym after work. Maybe you're going to go visit somebody because, we're dealing with the holidays. You know that Christmas is coming. You know a little bit, but you're still facing a lot of unknown things. Anything can happen, right? And even us readers, where we can do predictions, we can get some ideas, glimmers, see some things to maybe help guide other people. Awesome. Thank God we can. But, still, no matter what, we're facing the unknown. We're trying to make known what we can. But there's still a lot of unknown. So it's no matter what, life is an adventure. The journey is endless. Okay. This Fool card, look at the feet. He's jumped. He just said, let's do it. He is, maybe eyes like this into the abyss, the unknown, the void, whatever it may be. And he's got this kind of, looks like a little tiger gnawing at him. Remember, Crowley's art's very different, and he's a different being. Okay, he's just like, let's just jump in. Where other people, I guess, if I was going to talk to Crowley, I'd be like, fools rush in where angels fear to tread, but he didn't give a shit. Okay, he, when it came to magic, they're do what thou will, let that be the whole of the law. Okay, and stuff. That's just the way he is. And stuff. So anyway, so this Fool is just jumping in. Okay, but he's a first timer. You do this one time and then you're in, right? Okay, so I'm pretty sure, as that's the very first card, that whoever did this may have thought about doing some things before, fantasize, could maybe for years. But this is no serial killer. This is a first timer at this. I'm pretty sure of it. Okay, so as I give that explanation, then you kind of understand. So I know some people have kind of come up with, well, there were some other murders in other states and it happened on the 13th. I know. I get you guys. I understand that. But looking at that, I'm pretty sure that's not what happened. And I'm pretty sure it's somebody who, at least knew her. She's cross paths. She probably knew of them. Now, at the moment, when all this goes down, I'm suspecting we probably have our face covered. I have a feeling maybe they didn't know who did it, who was behind all this. But I'm pretty sure, just as I did read the read on the last one, I rolled one twice. I'm pretty sure it's one person. Okay, pretty sure. But we're still going to look at this Frat angle. Okay, we're still going to peek at it. Okay, for what it's worth. But knowing this is, the first card is really going to say something in any kind of reads you do. Seeing this guy jump in, he's like, let's do it. Let's just leap into some madness. Okay, I'm almost positive. I would say I'm 100% sure this is the first time anybody's done something. It's not a serial killer. I'm pretty sure knowing the Fool. Okay. So, animals, that could be, obviously another story. Absolutely. Oh, yes, let me put this here. All right, so let's get to it. So the energy we're going to deal with here, I'm going to let the pendulum choose from 2 decks. So Spirit's going to choose it. What we want to kind of focus on, we're going to focus on the energy, whatever Spirit wants to say about Ethan and Xana. That night, we're pretty sure they were together, right? I know there's people say they were at the Frat the whole time. Some people say there's missing time. Is there whatever we got? Did somebody get in a fight? Did Ethan have an enemy? Did Xana have an enemy? Could they have been the targets? Okay, I know there's weird 4chan stuff, but when I read it, I feel a lot of lies. Okay, just saying. And stuff. This is all anonymous, weird, sketchy kind of stuff, but I know there's a lot of mystery here. Let's check it out. We have yet to explore this angle. Okay, so let me kind of focus in here. Here we go. But yeah, I just want to give you education. Remember the very first, the Fool. So far looking like one, right? And then also somebody goes feet forward into a craziness. Okay, a little different. I want to connect the higher self, which is connect the source. Am I connected? Show me yes. Show me no. Show me maybe which deck you want to use. Do you want to use thought or do you want to use... Nope, Spirit wants to stay with thought. Doesn't want to use my busy deck. Not yet. Okay, so now we know Xana has been kind of 5 of Pentacles energy. Ethan, trying to stand up for, maybe defend. He's the male of the house at the moment. I've still always kind of felt this. Somebody doesn't expect Ian, but we're going to look. Any kind of energies with the Frat? Could anybody have been involved with that energy going into the house that night? Let's check it out, see what it's got. Or is it all smoke and mirrors and stuff like that? Now, there we go. We've got power, 4 of Pentacles. There we go. We've got a little bit of a pressure there. Okay, and we know, of course, I've said before, it almost looks like a layout on the home. We got bedrooms and everything, you know, and we know forward taking. Okay, let's kind of go and focus. What does Spirit want to say about this? That 10 of Wands, depression. Okay, let's kind of focus. I don't want to spoil what my video said about Jack the boyfriend. You are going to have to watch that to see what I have to say. Let's kind of go and focus on this angle. That's all we can do at this point. I know it's tough. Still, like I said, I've got a hoodie video. You know, that was a tough one. Like I said, we still don't know who is hoodie. At least been confirmed. We just know a hoodie person has been cleared. Hey, maybe we'll find out. That is all innocent stuff. But we've got videos, but it should still be looked at, watched, considered, examined. Definitely, I would definitely not take eyes off that hoodie. Okay, especially when that's one of the last people seen with the girls. Okay, I do talk about in the Jack video a little bit about the atom. I'm not going to tell you what I said about it. You're going to have to watch a video. Okay. We're focusing on what happened. What is the tale with Xana and Ethan that night? What Spirit maybe has to say. They were at the Frat. Pretty much. Did they stay there all night? Why did people say there was missing time? Maybe they went away for a little bit. Maybe they just hung out by themselves. Who knows? Other people say they were there the whole time. It's a mystery. I have to admit that is a black hole in the story. There's been a lot of focus on Kaylee, yes. Because she's, you know, especially they're saying she suffered the most. You know, wounds significantly. It looks like Ethan, especially Xana, more defensive. That seemed to confirm some things that I was feeling in the beginning when I was reading Xana. I know some people said, I hate the word collateral damage. It sounds terrible, but then what if they were the target? Let's focus. We want to be open. There's weird little stuff. I know some people came up with theories like one of Ethan's brothers. Come on, guys. Ridiculous. No, that's ridiculous. I know everybody looks at everything, but come on. Because he's apparently a triplet. Okay. Okay. All right, cut the deck. Are we good there, Spirit? Hold on. My nose is... Sir, I'm actually doing pretty good. I've healed pretty well. Are we good here? Spirit says no. Hold on a minute. Yes. Okay, we're good. All right, let's see. We're going to focus. Nope, Spirit's not happy. Hold on. Give me a minute. There. Yes. Now Spirit's happy. All right, what happened? Ethan, Xana energy. Let's go ahead and take a peek. See what kind of energies we're looking at there. K2 of Wands energy, that is the Dominion card. That is a Crossroads card as well. Let me go ahead and sit with that for a minute. Now, that could be kind of sitting there at a crossroads, going a path, go this direction, that direction. Let me sit with that for a minute. This is a very mysterious one. Just put right there. What's the crossing? Got the Empress energy. Wow. Let me kind of go ahead and sit with it. What is Spirit wanting to say on this one? Ooh, I'm going to have to sit with it. Okay, we got it. That often represents a house. I know that. Hold on. Let me sit with it. We got some mysterious stuff coming in. There's new stuff. So some of this is new to me, guys. Let me sit with it. One sticking up here. Always pay attention. Okay. Sit with it. Okay, first I want to sit with Ethan energy. Ethan energy. Xana energy. She brought back. Oh, she's a strong little girl. Let me go ahead and sit with this. I know it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. Let me think a minute. Your mother is number 3. 2 Wands is the very first card. That is could be definitely, you know, possibilities are endless, open to the possibilities and everything like that, sitting at a crossroads. I'm looking at that because I'm really trying to focus on the night and some things that are going on, like going one direction and going another. This makes me feel whatever was going on, I feel like they were maybe considering, not necessarily at the moment, maybe going back to the house. There may have been another plan, is what I kind of feel. Like at first, maybe they were going to go one direction. Maybe they were going to go stay somewhere else or do something, and they change to go back to the house. So there's something kind of up in the air there that, you know, they were debating on something there. I definitely feel 2 Wands can be kind of, should we go this direction, that what direction, this path, that path. You know, maybe was she considering staying with him there, but then they said, let's go back to my place. That kind of energy. And I've also got the Empress is the mother of tarot, represented by number 3. I know the mother, he is a triplet. 3. Okay, one thing. Okay, so we know that kind of energy. Just a fact about him, from what I understand, he is a triplet and everything. And I know this has got to be crushing to the mother, the brothers, all involved in everything like that. I definitely also feel like for those who may have thought this could be one of his brothers or something weird, I'm just not feeling it there. Okay, guys. Not feeling it. So anyway, so we've got below here, kind of in the hidden, the 10 of Cups. You know, that's where I feel somewhere in there, they kind of make a decision. They're going to go back to the house. Now I'm looking at that Princess of Cups energy and everything, which, you know, I've always felt if I shift a little bit, Xana has been represented more as a, you know, like that 5 of Pentacles energy, but her person card is actually the Princess of Cups. I have felt this one out of all the girls. There is some psychic, in tune nature. That's why her spirit also feels very strong. Maybe that's why she's open, maybe to sending little bits of messages, not just to psychics, but also maybe to Caps, family. Something about her spirit is very unique to me. I don't want to get in. There's some things I'm going to keep to myself about some things I experience. I do not channel. I've talked about that, guys. I'm not going to channel spirits on here, but I do feel something is in tune. Was she sensing something that night? Hence maybe why 5 of Pentacles also comes up for her, the worry card. I feel there's something there. Okay, maybe she wasn't feeling right that night, but whatever reason, I do have this 8 of Cups, this kind of walking away kind of energy there. Could there have been a little bit of a kerfuffle? You know what, let's just walk away. Let's just get away with it. There's a possibility there that there could have been something. It doesn't necessarily mean that anybody from this frat necessarily wants to do anything. I do want to do a second layout with the light seers. I know this is a very busy layout I've got going on. So let's look at some of this energy, what's going on and everything. Now, I really feel when I just look at this Ace of Cups and 6 of Cups, 6 of Cups comes up a lot. They're young people, memories. It looks like they've been together for a little while there. Maybe 1 to 2 years somewhere, at least in there, maybe a little bit. But they, pictures I've seen of them, they're kindred spirits, very natural couple. There's a lot of love there, just very comfortable. comfortable with each other. Ace of Cups, these two love each other. But I do have this kind of Knight of Swords energy and this Seven of Swords energy, which, can be, I definitely feel like she was dreading some things that night. I'm not, just some things there, like the Knight of Swords could be expecting the worst, and she might have been, in actuality, I don't know if this could ever possibly come out. I feel the little one was having bad dreams about something. There's something there, because the Nine of Swords can be about sleepless nights, expecting the worst, and stuff like that. Now, I know the Seven of Pentacles does pop up in there, which can be, the traitor, the backstabber. Could whoever have went in there possibly have stopped by and been at this party too that night? That is a possibility there. But something about choices. I'm telling you, I feel something that they were not necessarily from the get-go set on going home. Now, I don't know if anybody confirmed that maybe has a little bit more knowledge. I haven't necessarily seen that in an article, but it doesn't, there may have been, especially with that Two of Wands and that Two of Swords popping up, maybe they were going to do one thing. Maybe they were going to stay at a frat house. Maybe they were going to do something. Get a hotel, get out, who knows? But somewhere in there, they make a choice to return to the home. But it doesn't look like they always planned on it. That's the crazy thing and the sad thing about this. This looks like we'll just do that. And matter of fact, this may have been an alternate choice to what they originally planned. Now, I don't know what the alternate is, but this would make sense for me or other readers who have felt with Ethan and Xana, they did not expect him there. I really feel he is a surprise. Okay, I felt that from the beginning. And matter of fact, this confirms more what I'm feeling. Then we got that Four of Pentacles, power and everything, and we could say, we've got obviously the four people who were, and almost if you took a roof off and saw bedrooms, I know they weren't all spread out in four bedrooms, there's two, right? Then we've got those roommates at the bottom, apparently, this craziness, but this person this has been kind of my going through the house strategy kind of thing there. And I'm just really feeling they did not expect them there. This kind of confirms my feel. Maybe there was another plan involved. Maybe they said it to Kaylee and Maddie. I don't know. No, we're probably going to stay here. And then they decide at the last minute, let's just go to the house. Hell with it. Maybe they want to maybe they didn't want to deal with a bunch of crap. Maybe the party was going on too long. But I really feel that this may be I was going to go one way, and they weren't going to be there, and then they decided to go back to the house. Something feels up in here, some kind of change in the system here. Okay, so what I've got going on and everything. So let's kind of go ahead and look there. Then Nine of Pentacles is popping up again. I talked about in last read, there is also that, a little bit of that Kaylee energy as well. She's a single woman. She's kind of returned home from, a journey. She was, she decided to pop up in town. She technically had moved out or was almost moved out. Looking at Ethan's energy and everything, we've got that, there's, looking at this energy here, it looks like they had some drinking, there's some stuff, him and Xana probably have been partying. He's probably got that there. That Ace of Wands, and then we got that kind of Wheel of Fortune energy. Obviously, it's not good luck he's there, of course. I feel it means a little bit something more there. But then I look at, Xana's energy. We got that Seven of Wands. I really feel what things he's trying to help her and everything. But there's a very huge fight. We got the Dark Prince there. I don't feel he's the Dark Prince. Definitely the Seven of Wands pops up for Ethan a lot. He's trying to defend her and so forth and everything. I've got the Virtue energy here also popping up in there. Obviously they're innocent. That's one thing. And stuff. We got that Four of Wands energy popping up again there. I know, for victims and stuff. But the outcome card, when I kind of focus on it, they're the Nine of Wands. Definitely trying to defend, block, guard, the Strength card. Okay. And I also would kind of look at that, trying to get through that to get to the third, whoever wants. So far, looking at that, that does affirm a lot. 7 of Wands a lot of times has been Ethan for me. He's the male. He's trying to do what he can here. He also wants to protect Xana. Definitely, that was one of the big things. Okay, it wasn't just, of course he wants to protect the others. He was really trying to protect her a lot. Okay, that's one of the big things. That's why when I go in her energy, 7 of Wands is standing there, not necessarily for himself, but especially there. Okay, he was doing everything he could to save her. Okay, and then someone, and she's a fighter too. The defensive wounds, the dark prince comes in, Bull. Okay, blazes him over. Okay, looking at the 9 of Wands and everything, it looks like really both of them in many ways, but especially him. You could say trying to protect, guard. He's definitely trying to guard and protect, Xana especially, but from any more of this, just trying to overpower now. But so far at the moment, I'm still Exodus 1, as I'm focusing on how many. One pretty angry person there. And there's the battle, the physical battle, strife. I'm not necessarily feeling a frat conspiracy. If anything, they were, he's definitely trying to protect Xana. Definitely. And anyone else. But especially that one. We're going to go ahead and switch to Light Seers. I want to take another angle look at Xana, excuse me, guys. It's starting to get a little bit late. It's about 1:45. Slow it down. Let's take another look. Focus on that night. Could there be any... Yeah, I really feel this one's spirit. Definitely just cleaned up a little bit. Justice reverse. I know it definitely... Yep, trying to protect the 4. 3 Wands is popping up in there. Okay, there it is. Strength. Use the strength. Absolutely. 10 of Cups in the house. That's the house. Okay, that's always been their house. 10 of Pentacles reverse. Yep. The Dark Magician. I'm telling you, Knight of Swords pops up. I swear, Xana was feeling... There's got to be some nightmares, some premonitions. I'm feeling this young lady was psychic in some way. There's something there. And I feel her spirit is very, very aware. 5 of Swords, there's the battle. I'm telling you, it's one. Okay. That's her card. 5 of Pentacles. That's Xana's card. Always her card. Queen of Wands energy. Hold on, let me sit with it. It's an interesting one to end with. Give me a moment. Queen of Wands energy. Seven of Cups was in Ethan's position. A different kind of energy. Focus on this card. Give me a moment. A little bit longish hair with this one. What is the Queen of Wands trying to tell me there, though? Hold on one second. There's that 9 of Wands trying to guard. Queen of Wands energy. Give me a moment. Right, that's a very interesting 8 of Cups. Walk away. She's coming back. Dark Magician is the one. Killer energy. Hold on one second. I'm telling you. She was having dreams. Stairs going up the ladder. Yeah, I feel like there's this weird way. I feel like they don't. It might have been a last minute decision or something to be there that night in some kind of way. There's something there. And I still feel like Xana's spirit, I hate to say it, but is not 100% moving on until some things are resolved. Person goes down. She's got a lot more power on the other side. It was King of Pentacles, but reverse. But I know it's got a coyote there. It's got a wolf, but it is a dog. This one is really kind of sticking with me as the Seven of Cups. You see that kind of character, and they're kind of pointing to that one. I see there's a little ladder right there. And everything. There's a certain direction, whoever the killer was wanted to go. Okay, they definitely made their choice that night. And stuff. But notice they don't know what's under necessarily the cup. Some kind of, they didn't necessarily know exactly what's in the house. There's a bit of a surprise there. There's a lot of weird choices and things. But yes, the guarding, trying to protect, guard, prevent, did not go well. Overpowered. I did their best to be able to do it. The whole battle, Five of Swords energy there. So far in everything I'm looking at, though, at least when I'm picking up here, I definitely get this kind of this magical vibe with Xana. I have from the get-go. Just this energy, not ready to go to the other side until this is resolved. Is she getting more powerful? It's that Queen of Wands energy on the other side. I'm not sure what her birthday is. But, I feel like she may have been having dreams, Nine of Swords, that were bothering something there that is a little bit deeper. And I know that's one thing that I know it's real hard. Did she say anything? Did she say to a family member something there? Did she ever make comments? Am I going to live for, there's something there. There's something deeper. I want to look at something real quick. Give me a moment. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, that Ethan card. I feel he was trying to protect her, especially. Six of Wands. There's regret. I was doing okay for a minute. Going back to that place. So far, all in all, though, nothing seems to imply they're the target or there's a bunch of frat people involved. I'm not necessarily getting that vibe once again. As a matter of fact, it's a frustrating one because I feel their case, there may have been an alternate plan and then there was a shift. Like there's a debating moment, hence that Two of Wands, hence that Two of Swords. Choices and everything. And maybe could someone have been aware? Maybe there was an original plan. They're going to go one way. Maybe stay at the frat house or maybe go to a hotel or do something or get out of town. But there does seem to be possibly some last minute choice to go to the house. It doesn't feel in the plan necessarily. And maybe that's part of the reason, could possibly be the surprise energy. of someone who goes in there. Maybe only expect a killing Maddie. Maybe roommates in the basement. Maybe they did expect that. But I definitely waited for those lights to go off. Okay, I have definitely felt that. I do want to look at one thing though. Hold on one second. Just. I don't know if I can answer. Yeah, one thing I'm not 100% sure, were they already in the house when the girls returned? That's one I feel definitely trying to get there quick at a certain point. I definitely feel waiting for those lights to go out. Didn't do anything until the lights go out. As a matter of fact, as I say that, Nine of Swords, which often depicts, matter of fact, let me just show you for the tarot readers. We were just talking about that. Also, Xana kind of expecting the worst, sleepless nights, waited till they were in bed. I will go ahead and prove that with the tarot. They waited to strike when the lights were out, and they were in bed. Okay, so they're definitely like, oh, let them in, open the door, lights are on. You saw it right there, Nine of Swords. Lights are out. They're in bed. They waited until that moment. Okay, but as far as they're probably going into the house actually after, because I still feel the unexpectedness of Ethan. Matter of fact, kind of looking at this energy there, Nine of Discs, maybe being in the outdoors at the moment before they kind of go in. That kind of thing there. Definitely looking at this. And then, of course, the Russian. But yeah, Nine of Swords is right here. That's why I say that. Waited till the lights went out. And the cruelty begins. So I actually feel they were outside of the house, probably watching till the lights went out. I do, that's the only thing, like getting... Time-wise, we know pretty much, I guess it looks like Xana and Ethan get there first, if all is correct, maybe around 1:30, 1:45, something like that. I noticed I haven't pulled any articles, I'm trying not to. And then the girls come in after. And whenever they kind of look, I still feel pretty much a surprise. Unless they thought they could get by him, they're asleep or whatever. But I still feel something with Xana. She has a sixth sense there. I definitely have felt that. There's something there. There's something deeper. She has a sixth sense. Even to the point she may have voiced it to somebody. Maybe she was having dreams. Maybe she had some kind of weird feelings about stuff. Now let me go ahead. Let's focus. So any kind of what does the Lenormand have to say? Could there be any... We know that. Now I do get the Scythe, Stranger. So it does not make me feel. This does not make me feel, frat people necessarily. I know I've got that key lock. Let me show you what I'm saying. Five of Pentacles shows it. It's been Xana's card a lot. Almost like trying to tell me something. Hold on a second. Shows up for her, especially the light seers. I'll show you what I'm saying. Yep, they try to say something with it. Xana, I believe, is the one, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, that the dad came and fixed the lock on her door. If I'm correct, as a matter of fact, we'll pull that article. The dad fixed the lock on her door. Do you see it? This has been her card all along for me. This is in the Target read. The dad fixed the lock on her door. Let me go ahead and pull that. Let's pull that article. I know he's the one who, that I remember vaguely that. I'm still coming in. I've done a lot of focus on Kaylee, not a whole lot. I a little bit on Xana and Ethan, but let's look. Idaho murders and Xana and Dad fixed her lock. Try it again. Google is being a jerk. University of Idaho, MURDERS, and XANA, and Dad fix lock.
According to Yahoo.
There it is. Let's go. So notice, like I said, this has been Xana's card. Look at the target. I talk about it a lot. Five of Pentacles. I've been saying all along. The key, the lock. Something here. Give me a moment. This is from Yahoo News. This article was December 4th. This is a father of Idaho murder victim was asked at home in week before the killings. Kara Denise Northington, mother of murder victim Xana Kernodle, revealed in a phone interview with News Nation that her daughter's father had worked on the locks at home prior to the killings. Speaking with anchor Ashley Banfield, Miss Northington said she believed her daughter's bedroom door had a lock, and the Jeff Kernodle had visited the Moscow, Idaho house a week before Xana's death to fix a lock. This has been Xana's card. I've said it from the get-go. It is unclear whether it was the lock on the bedroom door or one of the house's external doors. Ms. Banfield, so we don't know, is it her door or somewhere else? I don't know why. Well, maybe we can find that clarified. Ms. Banfield also reported the former tenant told Fox Digital that his bedroom at the house had a coded lock on the door, as did every bedroom in the house. However, a recent photo posted on social media that shows a second floor bedroom appears to show a knob on a bedroom door that does not appear to be a coded lock. Well, obviously tarot is not going to show coded locks. It is a possibility that in the intervening years the door locks were changed. Ms. Northington also shared her frustration with police investigation during the interview with Banfield, noting that she was getting more information from the news than the officials. The heartbroken mother said she and her family have been absorbing the shocks in Xana 20 and her boyfriend Ethan Chapin 20 and their roommates Kaylee Goncalves and Madison Mogan, both 21, were found dead on 13 November. It has now been 3 weeks. Okay, well, it's more than that. Okay. Let me see if there's any more on that lock. Give me a moment.
According to Yahoo, father of Idaho murder victim was asked to fix lock at home in week before the killings. Kara Denise Northington, mother of murder victim Xana Kernodle, revealed in a phone interview with News Nation that her daughter's father had worked on the locks at the home prior to the killings.
So did they not lock their door, or was it locked and they heard something and opened it? This is very frustrating. Looking at this situation, there might be more to this key and lock, but it looks like definitely she sees something about the key and the lock. That's a big one. This is her card. This is her spirit. Anne's spirit is choosing this card for a reason. You know, did they open the door? Was the lock, was it not fixed correctly? What's going on here? I feel there might be a little bit more to this door than meets the eye. But could they have opened it in some way because they heard something? Let's look at something here. What is this? This is apparently on groups or something. Groups, Google. Apparently the individual rooms inside the murder house in Moscow, Idaho had locks, so the killer or killers had to get through the outside door, then the individual rooms. 2 other people in the house heard nothing. 4 stopped dead. This is way back, December 4th. Yep. And they're just talking about he was asked to fix the lock. So obviously this lock was broken prior, wasn't working. They were conscious enough to want the lock fixed. And that's one thing with, with roommates or whatever. And then also people walking in and out. You don't want somebody stealing your crap, right? Especially, who knows who's coming in and out. It's a party house, right? We want locks on the doors. Understandable. And then there it is. A recent photo on social media shows a second floor bedroom appears to show a knob on a bedroom door. Does not appear to have a coded lock. Matter of fact, notice two of these, things in here have a key. Not necessarily, I know they can't have a code, but they show keys clearly. A lock and a key, 2 cards, sitting here right in front of me right now.
According to Yahoo, father of Idaho murder victim was asked to fix lock at home in week before the killing.
There's a lot of articles.
Northington, mother of murder victim Xana Kernodle, revealed in a phone interview with News Nation that her daughter's father had worked on the locks at the home prior to the killings.
So that's a tough one. Was it locked and then they open it because they heard something? Okay, we know we worked on it. Was it fixed or was it not fixed? It apparently, if it's their door, like I said, one of the bedroom, they're saying there's a photo not coded. Was it just a simple lock key, thing like that? But I get this kind of feeling, maybe somehow, maybe they opened a door, they heard a noise, and something happens. Okay. But there might be, there might be just a little bit more to the key door and the repair, trying to repair it, that meets the eye. There has to be just a little bit more to it than that. Could there be some regret of opening the door that, it wasn't coded or something? Was it easy to open if somebody wanted to open it or something? But it's so far what I'm feeling, in this, which is that's some wild energy there. You guys, you have to admit that's bizarre. So far, when I kind of look at that, I'm not necessarily getting a whole frat energy there. At least at the moment, I'm not getting a target. I definitely get he's protecting, he's trying to protect Xana. Xana's, trying to protect herself and him. It seems like they're both, in a very serious battle there, with what's going on. Now, I do want to look at something. Let me just look one angle. I'm going to try to do this. Maybe I wasn't asking the right question. Moon in Cancer that night. I really would like to see astrology charts on everybody. It would probably take a lot. Maybe I need to watch those forensic people. Cancer, Moon in Cancer, definitely. I'm pretty sure, just looking at some things here, feeling that something happened first, like something, like maybe, obviously you have to go to the second to go to the third. I guess we could say, you could scale something, and go through. That just seems that would be very hard, and that can be very noisy. But I'm feeling probably getting through them first is what happened. Like something is heard. Maybe the door is open. Something weird with that. Maybe you should have kept it locked. Shouldn't have got, various things. It's a hard one. Maybe spirits can feel, choices, decisions, and various things. It's a whole whirlwind sitting there. But looking at that, so far when I touch into that energy, I'm not feeling this whole frat conspiracy necessarily. There could have been maybe a kerfuffle with someone, but a lot of the focus to me when I'm focused on energy is we were maybe going to go do one thing and then we decided to go there. Is kind of the energy I'm feeling. You know, that they maybe didn't necessarily plan to be at the house that night. There's something there, maybe a change in plans. It is just what I feel like we're debating. Where are we going to crash tonight? You know, that kind of energy. And then there's a shift in plans to be there. And they're definitely, I know that's one of those things that is so incredibly difficult, you know, and the shoulda, coulda, woulda, what ifs kind of energy there. You know, that is definitely difficult. I definitely feel it's no twin. It's none of his brothers. There's not his own physical brothers. I know a couple people have said something like that, and I just sit there and I'm like, come on, guys, really, you know, and stuff. And no, I'm not feeling that at all. If anything, I have a pretty good mother figure, you know, when tuning into his stuff. It's a very sad case, but so far, at least in this area, I've done the one read. I'm about to now. It should be uploaded by now, and then I will get this one uploaded. I'm just not necessarily. But I know there's been some weird 4chan. Who knows who's writing? There's gonna be trolls all over. There's gonna be all kinds of weird crap. I'm just not feeling, you know, necessarily this frat conspiracy to go in there, you know, and do this. I'm still pretty much feeling tonight a one-person deal. Let's just pray that this will get wrapped up soon. But yeah, that key really sticks to me, guys. There's some deep stuff there with that spirit, and especially then I was just sitting there, the lock, the father. Remember, that's just crazy. It's incredibly sad. All right, you guys, I'm going to get this one uploaded, and you all have a good morning. And if I don't have a video, you know, I will try. Well, I never know what's going to happen. I mean, you know, in the sense, we may find there may be some news, but, you know, let's, you know, cherish your loved ones this holiday. Okay.